That trailer. Holy crap, you guys. A lot of stuff happened today. But before I get into what I wanted to talk about, I got to get to some shout outs. Now, I want to give shout outs to Mace Windu. Yeah, that Mace Windu. Chase McIntyre, Stacy Wagner, Michael Swan, and Otaku Horizon. So, I'll keep this trailer rolling in the background, but let's discuss what's going on. This starts with the Falling walking through the snow. Now, what this is representing is one of the story missions that we will get to play. Now, this is a setup for the Gone to Ground mission, which starts in Russia. Now, inside the reef, we see a lot of dead troops. Now, those of us older Guardians recognize these as the Queen's emissaries. Now, the Queen says to open the reef to the Guardians and offer the riches of our realm as bounty for these traitors. Now, this is actually a similar setup to how the Queen's Wrath worked, if you got to play it. You killed a lot of Fallen and very specific Fallen for the Queen, and you were rewarded with some cool gear and some Queen's Wrath reputation. Now, at the moment, the DLC seems to have 3 new Crucible maps, 3 new story missions that will send you to Earth and Venus, and you'll also get to do a special strike on the moon. Including in that is a new strike playlist difficulty with even more rewards. Now, what about a raid? Well, that's the catch. As of this moment, there will not be a raid. Instead, there'll be something new, an arena activity. Now, this arena activity has people buzzing. Somewhere around the launch of The Dark Below, I had said that the House of Wolves raid would probably be in the Prison of Elders. Now, that was a good guess, because I was right. It looks like it will be a Horde Boss Challenge mode, though. And if you go back to the leaked images I posted earlier, it may even have modifiers like Arc Burn, Angry, Light Switch. You get the idea. It may be like a Nightfall on steroids, where you deal with waves of enemies and bosses, is where I'm placing my bets. Now, the location, it makes perfect sense story-wise. All these locked up enemies get loose, and it's sure job to take them down. Now, I'm still digging to get you guys some more information, so just keep a lookout. Now, to boot, there's also supposed to be a new Crucible elimination mode. This screams to me Trials of Osiris. Have a look at this unique Egyptian themed gear that you will get from it. Now, Bungie plans to give more details on the trials on April 29th. Now, Bungie also plans to explain how gear upgrades will work this go around. Now, this is important because the last time I think most of us were not happy about resetting our gear just to level it up. At the moment, it seems like 365 is the new weapon max, but the interesting thing is Bungie used Fatebringer to show this example. Now, I don't know what this means, but they plan to go into further detail on April 22nd. So, what's missing? How about that social space in the reef? Now, I do think it does exist because through some data mining, a few bounties have popped up that were listed as reef bounties. Now, the way I see it, you will most likely have to talk to someone in the reef social space and decide what bounties you want, similar to, hanging out with Eris in the tower. Now, Bungie is probably keeping this under their hat because, they're going to want to have something to talk about across the next month or so. So, including all that good content, patch 112 is dropping tomorrow. Now, April 14th is the day it will be available, so as you're probably watching this, it may have already landed for you. Now, this is the patch I've been talking about for weeks now. This will include nerfs to the Mars Strike, Crucible changes, raid fixes, user interface changes, the ability to lock gear, and that new vault that I so desperately want, and more. Now, guys, if you want details on the changes, I'll put a few links in the top of the video so you can check them out for yourself. Alright guys, I've got to go do some more research here. But if you like this type of content, just hit that like button, or leave a comment on what you think about all this House of Wolves information, or if you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button. But as always guys, have a good one.